Yo, what's happening? James, how's it going, buddy? Got your package out today. We finally got your address. Thank you for providing it. Yes. Spirit Paradise Lost have a lot to fucking answer for. A lot to answer for. You know, I was doing some research because I was trying to figure out when these bands started turning into this, because Cemetary weren't the only one, right? Hey, Marty. Thank you for picking such an interesting album, in the sense that, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, this is going to suck. Hey, Megan. You ready for Sunday? I got my questions all piling up. And when I first heard this, I was like, does this not sound exactly like John Bush? Hey, Jason. All I keep wanting to sing is "Room for One More." That is a shocking example of like what I probably wouldn't want to sound like on a first. I don't know. It's okay. So I'll back it up. So when I first heard this last week, and this is a Marty pick too, which was shocking. Because Marty has put me onto some albums where he's like, you need to listen to this. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's the vocals. It's always the vocals. All right. But Marty's a power metal guy. So, you know, I'm not a power metal guy. However, you know, I like the Maidens and I do like early Halloween. And, you know, but when you start getting into shit like Dragon Force and stuff like that, like I'm bowing out, you know, like I can't do the vocals. Someone once said it's like speed metal glam, and I've never been able to get that like out of my fucking head. And they kind of look glammy too, a lot of the power metal guys, you know, especially fucking Dragon Force, because they had all the big pompous shirts and shit. And it was just a anyway, so it's been colored like that. But this album, I was like, well, what made a bunch of death metal bands end up sounding like this? And my first thought, right? Well, no, Marty, you're not just a power metal guy, but you are a power metal guy. Like in my household, Marty's the power metal guy. So, but what made a bunch of these bands kind of go like this? Because I was like, well, what the fuck album made this thing a thing, right? Because Sentence did it. Paradise Lost, definitely. Probably, who else? Dark Tranquility. I mean, who started with fucking all the growly vocals and then just turned into this? There was like a fuck ton of them. My Dying Bride, kind of. So anyway, I was like, well, what started it? And my first thought was potentially maybe, because it wasn't grunge, but I thought maybe it was like the Metallica Black Album. Right, so we went from all these like super fast, kind of aggressive riffing and stuff, and then, you know, Metallica was kind of Injustice for All, 32 riffs per song, 10-minute songs, and then suddenly we're all going to simple verse, chorus, you know, very few, you know, changes, just verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, end. So what was kind of causing this? So I thought Metallica. And I've kind of hung on to that for a bit, right? But then I was like, fuck it, let me go and do some research. And let's see what it was. So around the mid-90s, you know, early to mid-90s, there was, you saw death metal kind of break off into, this is what I've read, okay? So don't shoot the fucking messenger here. But when you read it, it kind of makes sense. So it broke out into 3 or 4 different type of subgenres, right? And I guess the main ones that would have kicked this off would have been the like the Peaceville bands, right? So as per mentioned, you got, you know, Paradise Lost went from Shades of God, whatever, to fucking Icon, which is a great fucking album, right? And I think maybe to my ears, probably the only one that's ever done it successfully and sounded fucking cool, and potentially started a whole genre, right? Fucking, who else did I write down? My Dying Bride and Anathema. Right, so the Peaceville 3, right? So this was what I was reading. And that, I mean, look, anything in the fucking 90s, I mean, Century Media, Peaceville, all sounded exactly like that. Sentenced man from fucking north from here to whatever the fuck they did later on. Like, so anyway, I'm listening to it and I'm hating it. Hating it. Like the next song off this thing, like that, if you think that sounds like John Bush, which it fucking does, right? Like this, tell me you can't fucking sing. You can't sing Man in the Box or any Alice in Chains to this fucking song. Right? Like I just want to go, I'm the man in the box. So the more I started listening to it, apart from these first 2 songs, I kind of like it. And it's probably because with Cemetary, like I kind of understood what they were before, but I wasn't really a big fan. So potentially I wasn't like biased to how this was going to sound. All right. Apart from that, I just figured it sounded like this mid-90s death metal hit that was kind of going through a midlife crisis. And so it had to change, right? Yes, I agree. I agree with you, Shred. I agree that we agree with me. So this was a fucking thing. And dude, the more I started listening to this, the more I'm like, kind of enjoyed it, though it took me a half a week of like listening to different songs to kind of get into it. And because I wasn't Cemetary invested before this album, I think that kind of helped me get into it. And being a fan of you know, Paradise Lost, you know, I think that kind of helped. But if you came in from this, man, like fucking, you know, from fucking the Cemetery album, not the one before it, I believe, the one before that, like you were fucked. So then you had like another scene that kind of broke off this too, which was the Gothenburg, like the Melodeath stuff, right? The At the Gates, In Flames, shit like that, which kind of was like, you know, your twin guitar shit, tons of fucking, you know, melody, verse, chorus, bridge chorus, out. And that shit arguably is still a fucking scene. It sounds like something alternative grunge. Yeah, I mean, look, I think alternative and grunge had to have had some type of play in this, right? Like, it had to at some point. I don't know at what point, and I don't know if it was something that, you know, maybe, like, I don't know any, was there any death metal band that went grunge? Now that I'm on the spot and I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to think. Maybe this was death metal's grunge. But yeah, I mean, the At the Gates, the In Flames and shit like that, I mean, I would say that would have been something that got spawned off of this new type of direction that the Paradise Lost Boys might have taken. Right? It kind of had the growly vocal, Had some of the clean singing, or it definitely had a good middle ground between the clean and the death growl, right? But again, something else that spawned off. So these things is getting really big. All right, and then you got the last one, which I had a look at, which was probably my least favorite, but gave me like two of my fucking favorite 90s death metal albums, which I'm sure I'm going to get crucified for. Right? What the fuck is? I'm an old guy, and what's Melody ever done to you? And that was Entombed and Carcass. Right, the death and roll. Like Wolverine Blues, I fucking love Wolverine Blues. If you're a Kiss fan, you love Wolverine Blues. To ride straight, shoot the truth, speak the truth. Fucking almost near perfect album. May not be a left-hand path, different band. The Wolverine Blues and To Ride, great fucking album. I don't know what they did after that. I really didn't listen to them after that. And Carcass, Heartwork, the fucking, what was the one after that? That was real groovy. But those two bands too, like they went to like major fucking labels. And if the interviews are to be believed, like they were getting a shitload of pressure to kind of sound more like Metallica, right? They wanted Jeff Walker to fucking sing instead of do what Jeff Walker does. But definitely they calmed that sound down, right? Which is probably why you got fucking a ton of people that are like super down on fucking Heartwork. And fuck, it's gonna burn me now. What was the fucking name of that? What was it called? The one after Heartwork. Come on, people. Help me out. That one. I mean, that wasn't I didn't think was good as Heartwork, but definitely listening back on it, it did have some catchy fucking shit on it. And the other one, which was a little bit of, and fucking I hate death and roll. I fucking hate it. It's like black and thrash. Like just pick a fucking lane. All right? Just Swan Song. Thanks, James. Swan Song. The production wasn't as good, but the fucking songs I thought later on down the track I thought were kind of strong. But what was I going for? Yeah, death and roll. All right, now, as its own thing, fuck it, I don't listen to it. But then the two of my favorite fucking songs, favorite albums are in that genre. It's like I got two fucking favorite movies and both of them star my most hated actress. All right, fucking Jennifer Aniston. You know. Fucking what's that movie? Rockstar. Love that fucking movie. Jennifer Aniston. And Office Space. Jennifer Aniston. But she fucking destroys anything she in. Do you know why fucking she? Because she just plays Jennifer Aniston. She's got no fucking. I don't think she can act. I just think that she just plays Jennifer Aniston really, really well. But yeah, so I was surprised. Like, but it's shit that we just kind of knew, right? Like we knew, like even the production. Like if you were a fucking death metal band in the mid '90s, that's exactly how you sounded. Exactly how you sound like that. That was the Scott Burns fucking version of 90s death metal. You know, big fucking snares, not a ton of big guitars. It was just kind of like a groovy guitar. And even after that, like even that fucking, I would even argue, and this isn't my idea, right? This is like, I'm just reading this. I'm like, yeah, fucking A. Like, potentially an offshoot of this might have been Pantera. All right? Because Pantera had the grooves. They had all that shit. They just might have put a little bit of, you know, maybe coming from the thrash era, or the thrash angle. But I would probably loosely lump them in. And then a little bit, you know, the bastard cousin of that might be like maybe a Fear Factory or something. But anyway, so that's kind of that, I think, and this is what Google agrees with me, or I agree with Google, that's probably not a bad little fucking family tree up to where this fucking thing is. And again, I didn't like it when I heard it. I didn't like that type of shit. I only really liked Icon, and I loved fucking Draconian Times. I fucking loved those two albums. And when Heavy Metallurgy did the big Paradise Lost deep dive, like I went into some of the ones that I didn't really listen to, and I was like, fucking yeah. Not about, like, some of it's pretty fucking good. I did prefer, because I have a bias to it, because I was young and they were the ones that I discovered, you know, the first two Paradise Lost. Wasn't really, I think I missed Shades of God, but then went straight into Icon. And, you know, being at such a, yeah, 1 second, that was the one which I remember it had been panned, like, royally. I don't remember reading a good review about that fucking thing at all. But I need to listen to it, you know, almost 30 years later and being kind of accepting of it now. But yeah, man, I'm kind of sold on this album. Not the first two songs though. Those first two songs rub me wrong because all I'm hearing is Alice in Chains and John Bush. But the more you get into this, I'm kind of like, I could get into this mood. You know what I mean? It's not something I'm throwing on to feel good. It's not something I'm throwing on. It's something I'm throwing on to, like, clean the dishes or you know, some background or something, but it's not shitty. It's not fucking shitty. It's probably not the best version of this type of music. I wouldn't say that it's a shining example of this era, but it's definitely that band just kind of behind that first wave of whatever the fuck this was called. What was it, like? Gothic metal. And just thinking, when did Moonspell come into this? Like, do you think this had something to do with maybe Typo? Like, did Typo Negative bring in that goth influence, and that's where that went? Like, was that the influence for Paradise Lost? Or is that the horse before the cart? I don't know. That needs someone to do some Googling. Let's see. And Marty, this is your pick. Yeah, that's exactly the feeling that I had with it. It was fuck, I put it on and I was like, fucking Marty picked this. And the only reason I gave this a second shot was because, like, I'm missing something, because then Marty messages me through the week and goes, "Oh, dude, you got to check out this By Fire and Sword." No, By the Fire and Sword. And I listened to that and I was like, dude, it's way fucking produced. It's super clean and the vocals are super wimpy. That was my first thing. But the music is definitely fucking, I would say, like, the best black metal that you've never heard, right? It's got all the great triumphant things. It's got I said to Marty, it's got the fucking towers of ice and the snow-capped mountains and all that shit. But when the guy starts singing, it just takes you right out of it. So I was like, let me listen to a few more songs, and I was like, I'm a take it or leave it, right? So I threw it on at work because I was listening to Black Vanity, and I was like, I need something to just cleanse it. And I thought, fuck it, we'll put this on now because I got some time to sit here and just kind of, jerk off. And I don't know how long it took, but it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. So I went back, did the Black Vanity thing again, and I'm like, yeah, I fucking get it. You've just got to separate yourself from, you know, when this band was Unleashed or this band was more goth or when this band was something else. And if you're not coming into it with that type of bias, it's not a bad album. So now it makes me fucking want to go back and listen to the bullshit Sentence that I didn't fucking listen to, you know? And that sucks because now I'm going to go looking for the cheap fucking CDs on Amazon or something like that. So, you know, all it means is fucking money out my fucking ass. But, dude, I'm kind of happy. And I mean, look, if I had to rate this thing now, I mean, it's probably a 3 out of 5, but it's interesting enough to maybe bump itself up somewhere along the path, you know, like maybe another 6 months or something if I just kind of put it back in every so often after something, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to find something a little bit more about it. And it is kind of, you heard the one song, it's very similar throughout. And then there's like some type of, yes. I always say fucking Marty's got to stop introducing me to something. And it's always dangerous because you'll get like just a random message out of the fucking blue. And it's something like, oh, dude, you got to check this fucking thing. I'm like, I know that you're, I know that means I'm spending $15 somewhere. So I don't know if it's my age or I don't know if I've just never heard half of this shit. No, I'm not getting deported. I don't know if you all heard, I did dress up like a fucking kangaroo, which was humiliating. There is a photo of it, but I lost that bet. But you know what? I'm not a fucking Welch. I paid my penance, man, true to my word. And if I ever win a bet and no one comes through it, I'm going to fucking just rub that in their face. But so every time Marty contacts me, it's a fucking, I know I'm going to be spending dollars. But this is one of those ones where it's like I'd never, it's one of those albums that I may not get it. I may not fucking buy it. It's not going to be something I'm going to buy for $10. If I can find it secondhand, $5 or something, it's coming home. But I don't think this is one I'm going to be hunting down. Which is like, I fucking don't think on the show tonight, do I think for a second that everyone's going to kind of appreciate this album or have grown to... No fucking way. Especially, look, I don't think Jim's going to like it. Logan's going to give it a nice warm reception. Kellen, I think the same thing. And it's an album that's going to be... it's going to have some lukewarm. It's going to have some people that just fucking hate it. All right, and if anyone hasn't heard it, like, chuck it on. But if you listen to it once and not like it, you've got to really go back to it. You've got to give it a few days, go back to it, and then start it maybe third song in and just give the rest of it a shot. If you can get past the first two songs, you're in fucking business, because I think this album starts to pick up after that. So I think it's going to be an interesting show tonight, and that's coming up in a little over 5 minutes. And just because this is my new thing now, this is such a cool thing. I want to be able to do this, except like Marty calls it fucking reaction videos. I don't think it's reaction videos. I think this is the fucking new wave of whatever the fuck I do. So it's like I can check that he hasn't started yet. But go over to this show because it's about to start. And grab yourself a drink and see what they got to say, because I think there's going to be some disagreements tonight. I don't think the chat's all going to be glowingly fucking in favor of it. And they're the best shows to watch, man. If you got some, fucking opposing views in the chat, opposing views on the show, that's what makes them good fucking YouTube viewing. So get over there, grab a fucking drink, go sit on the couch, and I'll be listening tonight. I won't be viewing. We're going to go do some shit, but we've planned to have it on the phone, on a speaker. So we won't be watching. However, we will be listening tonight. And, we got to do some shit. You can't always fucking, play on a fucking Wednesday night. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your night to go take care of adults' responsibilities and shit. But hey, look, go over, show the boys some love, drop them some fucking money because they deserve it. Marty needs a new fucking boat or something. And give this album a shot. Don't just fucking write it off, all right? But with that, I don't know what's coming next week. Saturday, Miss A and I are probably going to be outside at the fire again, depending on the weather. Apparently it's supposed to rain. Not too happy about that. So you might have to do it from inside, not have a campfire thing. Do something else. But we'll figure that out when we get there. And on Sunday, we have Chris Gamble from fucking Bloodstorm and Agoraphobia, and we're putting that motherfucker over the coals, and we're just going to just bombard this motherfucker with some questions. So if you're a fan of Bloodstorm, stop by and check us out on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. That is Eastern Standard. I don't know where the fuck you all live, so work it out. And have a good night. Go and enjoy the show. Love most of yous, except for some of these people. I don't like that guy that much. And we'll see you over there in about 4 minutes. All right, people. Cheers.